Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning into 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. DA, it's all yours.
Hey, Kevin. Well, another Kevin Durant, is just as dedicated to his craft as you are at yours, but it's off the court where he says he's been on a search, pushing my limits, the flow of life, the people I meet, the environment I want to live in. All that stuff fulfills me more than anything. Kevin, the game of basketball opens so many doors for him to search.
It does indeed. Thanks, David. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for DeAndre Jordan.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebounding.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Jordan, Green there with Durant, then there's Irving, and it's Harris in at the shooting position. And Denver, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then there's Gordon. Then it's Michael. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. The kick out to Porter. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. Denver with the ball. Shot clock at 6. Campazzo. No good with the triple. Harris outside. Here's Green, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get one to go with all the contact.
Hoya Green, a rangy forward who can both score and defend from all areas of the floor.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And the free throws have been dropping for him at a rate of about 77% on the season.
Guys, he's slightly fallen off his pace from a year ago at the line, and those points from the stripe have been a little harder to come by.
First free throw is good. And both free throws good for Green. For the Nets, they come into this one. Mavericks. Oh, Porter in position. An emphatic LU jam.
Well, doing a little bit of everything. Millsap terrific at moving. The teammate has a good look. It doesn't stick with him.
Now, here's Green. 11-point game his last outing. Out to Harris. Launches a 3. A three-pointer is right on target.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
Harris outside. Irving with the ball. And it's Gordon picking him up. Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Irving doing a nice job there, being creative and efficient with that beautiful assist.
Campazzo covered by Irving. Right side Millsap. Yes, that goes in.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Irving passes to Durant. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 by the Nuggets. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
And in terms of intensity, they kind of took the night off. Looked like they were just going through the motions.
Yeah, you know, to me, I agree. They just never looked engaged, which is surprising considering how.
And here are the Nuggets now, following the shot by Kevin Durant.
No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, I mean, he has to connect from there.
Harris against Gordon. Harris with it. 9-point game his last outing. And it's sent back by Jokic.
You know, this is what we've seen Jokic do every night. I mean, he puts himself in position to make an impact on the game. Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
And Jeff Green, the bucket on the assist by Irving.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Campazzo. And again, Denver, no good. Looking at the last game for the Brooklyn Nets, it was a loss to the Mavericks in Dallas.
Yeah, they made some spectacular plays in it right to the very end. Just couldn't get over the hump.
Yeah, you know, they didn't have their best stuff, but they were still getting after it, so you got to really appreciate the effort and hustle.
Now here's Gordon, following the miss by Kyrie Irving. Campazzo. Second chance shot, rejected by Harris.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
KD can't get it to go.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Gordon finds Jokic. Over Green. Up and in from the low block.
Boy, I like how Gordon dishes the ball. When his teammates are open, he finds them on time and on target.
Harris, right side. From the line, Irving's shot is good.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
The Nuggets trail by 3. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Now the regular season coming to a close, Greg. Some call these the dog days of the year. Winning teams ready for the playoffs, and lottery teams sometimes ready to hang it up and call it quits. It's kind of an interesting dynamic.
No doubt, Kevin. A lot of teams still have something to play for, whether it's fighting to make the playoffs or seeding. These games matter. And then with the younger teams, young players are trying to secure their future moving forward, and teams that are doing a great job of evaluating and determining whether or not they want some of those guys on the roster the following year.
Very interesting. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Irving passes to Durant.
You know, at the end of the day, size does matter, especially on the glass.
And Jokic wide open. He shoots. And again, Denver no good. The Nets with the lead. Here's Irving. And it's good off the back rim and in. Irving's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, you simply can't guard that. Irving's just too nimble. Easily gets himself free of the defender.
Campazzo, he's covered by Irving. Low block shot on the way, and the shot goes in. And it's Irving with the ball for Brooklyn. KD on the wing. Over Porter. Unable to get that one. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Back to Jokic. Right wing. Shot clock at 5. From deep. Green with the rebound.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Pass to Irving. Shoots from the high post. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got 7 rebounds in the game.
Hey, how about imagining if they were hitting their shots, how big the lead could be. But so far, that's not been the case.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big men. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
So both teams making some changes here. It's getting late in the season. Let's see how the standings are out west. You look at Denver, advantage in 1 series.
And I think for Denver, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
You know, I thought maybe they'd have it in them to actually join those leaders this season. But you're right, it's still nice work considering where they are.
Now here's Durant. 20 points for him last game against Dallas. That's not going to do it either. He's 0 for 5.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Gordon kicks to Harrison. Releases. Denver keeping it going. A new 14-second clock.
Boy, for a 7-footer, he's got really good bounce, does JaVale McGee, and doing a nice job working on the glass there.
James, the pass to KD. And it's good, 2 points.
And how about that exhale there? Finally gets one to fall through 6 attempts.
Rivers looking over the floor. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
I like the play call. Very solid, making get a great look.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
Guys, their penetration has been outstanding. I mean, it's actually been great. They're really finding those holes in the defense.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
A free throw drops for Rivers. No doubt, Greg, you are known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul, I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. Good. And the Nuggets lead by 4.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now. Yet that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
Here's Harrison. James covering. 11 feet away. The shot, no good. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Last time they met was in Brooklyn.
Well, last time out, they got the win in large part because of the play of their bench, and they provided a lot of the scoring punch.
Yeah, and you know what? I expect them to go deep into the bench again tonight to give those guys on the bench a chance to have an expanded role, but also to give those starters some rest.
Here's Rivers after the basket by Brooklyn. Here's Gordon. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Nice defense from KD. James outside. Back to Durant. And they're unable to get the tying basket there.
You can see the frustration in the quarter on his face, especially with his team trailing.
Brooklyn trailing in transition. Here come the Nets. And James gets it to go on the assist by Durant. KD's got his third assist on the night. Outside Gordon. From deep three-point range. That shot no good. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Durant kicks to Griffin. Uncovered. Rebounded by McGee.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And it's Gordon missing.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Now here's Griffin. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Mavericks in Dallas.
And he also controlled the backboard as well. I mean, he really did a terrific job.
And here's Rivers following the three-pointer by Blake Griffin. Looking to end the run. And Gordon with the lay-in. Good.
And Gordon is a guy who's used to being bodied. I mean, he just kind of plays through it, shrugging off the contact and ignoring it, really.
James outside, inside, Brown. Griffin trying to get open, and it's Brown missing.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Denver shooting their fourth and fifth shots at the foul line in the game.
At the line for two.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. Good on the second free throw. 27 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's James. Pass to KD. Over Harrison. A nice shot by KD. And the Nets lead by 2.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
The Nuggets have only one missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement. So that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
First one falls for him.
Got to stay active when Gordon's out there. I mean, his ability to make something out of nothing is huge for this team.
And Gordon drops them both. Durant for 3, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. It's all tied in Denver. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And earlier we spoke with Kevin Durant about surviving the grind of an NBA season.
How can we be the best version of ourselves individually every day, and how can we bring that together to make a great group? And I think that's the focus every day. That's tough in itself. That's the pressure in itself, is the getting up and being laser focused on what your job is every day. And I think a lot of guys in this locker room know how to muster up that focus to, win basketball games.
Well, Durant may not be the in-your-face type of player, Greg, but he gets the message across for sure.
He's not going to yell at you. He's going to show you how it's done and expect that you're as committed to winning as he is.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And from what we've been watching, guys, with the Nuggets, what are you seeing out there?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. We've got Brown. Griffin is out there with Durant, and it's Claxton in at the 4. That's good from Blake Griffin.
And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game.
Irving's checked in for Kevin Durant. Griffin hits them both. And Greg, in the past, Griffin felt at times criticized as being a one-dimensional player.
I tell you, Kevin, I think he's answered those critics. You look at his passing and his development as a shooter, one of the more complete offensive players in the league.
And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. No one near James as he lets it go. The shot's good. Brown making the play. James has got the lead up to 4 now for the Nets. Throws it up high. A flawless finish on the alley-oop.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going.
Neither did the defense.
Now here's James. He dishes it to Irving. Releases. No good for the 5th time from the floor this game. He's made 2 shots. Harrison scanning the floor. Over James. The shot by Harrison, no good. Griffin against McGee. Irving for 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Irving's got 7.
Man, the confidence Irving has is something I really appreciate. I mean, he's ready to shoot it as soon as he gets it and not afraid of any kind of shot.
And Denver decides to take their first time out here. Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed, but it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Both teams will make substitutions. Now we'll look at the stats for Kevin Durant.
And he's gone dry over the past 10 games, guys. His scoring is way down, and he can't seem to fight his way out of the slump. He better get it going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
Here's Harrison. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Campazzo. And another miss by Denver.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
To the middle. Green dishes to Irving.
Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the player, sometimes it's the media, and the media's perception. It's a combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player, present or past, that's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game. And it's a matter of continuing to mature and grow as a leader. So I say give him more time, and he'll refine himself in that area. I don't know if there's a player in the league that has better handles than Kyrie Irving. As a matter of fact, his handles are as good as any I've seen in the history of the game. Smooth, crafty, cunning. Man, it is so much a joy to watch this guy do his thing.
Both free throws good for Irving.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoops. Straight ahead, playing downhill and physical.
Harris against Porter. Lock at 6. There's the pass to Jokic. On deep. That shot off. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Pops it up for Jordan. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Campazzo covered by Irving, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. For Denver, they have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7.
Two shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Nets leading by 5. Now here's Brown. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Mavericks in Dallas.
And his rebounding was solid in that effort as well. He did a lot of work on the glass. All around it, just his effort level was off the charts.
Denver's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. At the top of the key, Millsap. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Millsap's got his second bucket of the night.
And I think this is where Millsap is most effective. Close to the rim, he has a commanding presence.
Now Irving. Last time, 45 points for him. A jump hook, and it's Harris with the bucket inside. Harris has got the lead, back up to 8 now for the Nets. Campazzo, he's covered by Irving. Three-pointer. Rebound, Brooklyn. Jordan's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Brown feeling it out a bit. Outside Irving. From deep 3-point range. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 8 rebounds in this game. Passes to Porter. That one a little long. And here's Brooklyn. They're on a 14-6 run. Pass to Irving. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
Not a problem. First turnover of the game, but overall, I like how they're taking care of the basketball.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile one block.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Pass to Jokic. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2-for-6 start.
You know, the length of Jokic helps on these contested shots because he knows he can score on just about anybody in the league.
Lobs it up for Jordan. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Harrison. Rebounded by the Nets.
Oh, man, still a goose egg for him in the scoring column.
Green, the pass to Irving. No good again, just 3 for 10 with that miss. The Nuggets trail by 6. Back to Jokic. And there's the pass to Harrison. Over Jordan. The shot by Harrison, no good.
Trailing here in the game, you can look at his performance as a direct indicator of why they're losing.
To the paint. And it's Jordan with the jam.
Boy, at the rim, Jordan still, after all this time in the league, has the athleticism to get up and throw it down.
Passes it to Jokic.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Pass to Irving. Over Harrison. No good from Irving. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. Trailing here by 8. They'll be off to Charlotte for a game against the Hornets. And that'll be game 1 of a 4-game road trip. Now, here's Millsap. He's coming off a 19-point game against Utah. Shot clock at 6. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. From about 16, Green with the rebound. Nets leading by 8. Harris outside. And here's Brown. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Here's Irving. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Irving's got 7 now in this quarter.
Hey, the skills of Kyrie are obvious, but what isn't so obvious is his underestimated strength.
Campazzo, he's covered by Irving. The Nets have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. The kick out to Brown. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 4 assists in the game.
And this is tough to stop if you're the defense. They have just gotten locked in from three-point range this quarter.
Now, here's Jokic. With a 24-point outing in the last game against Utah.
And even if you took away his points, he was still an offensive force because of his passing. His assist numbers were tremendous.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of those.
Yes.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Rivers checked in. The Nets also changing it up. Griffin comes in for Green, and it's Durant in for Bruce Brown. Harris outside. Here's Irving outside for Griffin. The offensive rebound. And he uses the glass on the layup. Irving's got the lead up to 13 now for Brooklyn.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And Brooklyn has possession after the Nuggets pick up 2. Pass to Irving. KD, that's for 2. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 5 assists tonight.
They've been outstanding from beyond the arc this quarter. Their percentage has been climbing steadily.
Dishes it to Rivers. To the left side wing. Jokic kicks to Rivers. Tries again, and it's good on the layup. Jokic has got 8 points.
Persistence pays, and Jokic not giving up on the play, doing a nice job pursuing the basketball there.
Now the pass to KD. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And the Nets lead by 13.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong. Well, I like how Paul Millsap used his body to get into the defender there.
Nets leading by 11. Down low. And Griffin slams it in.
And this is what happens when you let Griffin establish position. He will make you pay.
Kicks it to Rivers. Campazzo. He's covered by Irving. Blake Griffin pulls it in. Brooklyn's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. The dish to Irving. Takes it from 10, and it's Brooklyn scoring again.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Passes it to Rivers. Bounce pass from Millsap. Denver passing it around. Here's Jokic. Jordan with some nice D. Brooklyn's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly.
A self-described country boy from the town of Samba, Serbia. Jokic grew up racing horses, no less.
Boy, those are some nice factoids, Greg. Well done. From stable boy and jockey, but as he grew, basketball made the most sense. And to this day, he still loves horses and actually still has a few back in Serbia.
Outside Porter. And again, Denver no good.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Here's Irving. Jokic grabs the miss. The Nuggets trail by 13. It's Rivers on the wing. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
KD with it. He's got 8. Over Porter. A nice jump shot from the top of the key. KD's got 10 points.
Well, that jumper's so effortless coming out of Durant's hands. I mean, it's cash money more times than not.
What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for the Brooklyn Nets. He was a true standout at the offensive end, both with his scoring and his passing. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. Kyrie, what were you all focusing on coming into the game tonight?
So I come out with a intense focus and intensity that other teams can't match. Just doing whatever it takes to keep our tempo. Guys are in a great rhythm when we have a great tempo. So just trying to get everybody involved and do whatever it takes to win.
Well, we'll see if you can keep playing at your pace in the second half. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They didn't get more than a one-possession lead in the period. 3 points was as big as it got. The second quarter was where they really opened things up. They were by far the stronger team, both defensively and when they had the ball. Their 13-point halftime lead, no accident. Jack, let's get your take on Brooklyn.
Well, Kenny should appreciate this. I love the ball movement. They were in sync as a unit, and their assist numbers were impressive. Anytime you get 5 players working together like that instead of one guy doing it alone, there's always going to be a boost. That's the primary reason they're in control of the game.
Kenny, what was your takeaway on Denver?
To me, they looked out of sync shooting the basketball. Under 40% for the first half. Some of it was poor shot selection, but mostly it just looked like they were out of rhythm. For the second half, they need to push more for buckets in transition. Get to the foul line a little bit more. Try to get back in the flow.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then it's Michael Porter. Then it's Aaron Gordon. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
You know, the herky-jerky moves of Jokic are hard to prepare for or guard against. I mean, he uses them well to get these calls.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And he's been terrific, guys. I mean, the percentage right around 86%, so don't doubt he's pleased with that.
Guys, I like that this is a part of his game that has really been consistent this year. Two.
And he knocks down the first one.
Jokic is one of those new breed of positionless players. On any given night, he could lead the team in points, rebounds, or assists, or maybe all three, triple-double like.
And Jokic drops them both.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Here's Harris. Pass to Green. Durant with a wide open look. And he gets it to go from the corner. Durant's got 12 points in the game.
When you've got the kind of game and shot Durant has, you don't lack for confidence. He is ready to catch and fire whenever he gets the opportunity.
Now here's Gordon. Here's Jokic. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way.
And checking out the stats for Jokic. He's been fantastic over the last 10 games or so. 8th in rebounding, 9th in assists, and he sits in the top 15 in points per game. An absolute powerhouse offensively.
And he's a top 10 rebounder this year for good reason. He's unbelievably driven, and he competes with you for the entire game.
Well, you know, on some nights, Irving just unguardable, and that's when you just keep letting him do his thing.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Jokic passes to Millsap.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Pass to KD. Off target from outside.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Count the basket. 10 points for him.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Here's Irving. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Irving's got 4 points in the quarter.
They found a nice groove in this half, starting out 3 for 4.
The pass to Jokic. To the inside. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Irving bringing a little more intensity to the defensive end there, using his speed to get ahead of that shot.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Harris has got 11 points.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball, following the three-pointer by Brooklyn. And here's Gordon from outside. Good on the triple.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here is Harris. 11 points in the game. Jordan dishes to Irving. Durant for 3. And the Nets, another 3.
Right back at you. Durant motivated to put it right in his opponent's face. No better way to do it than with the 3 of his own.
Here's the teardrop. He lays it in.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Nets leading by 14. Jordan high post. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That's foul number 2 for him. Shaquille Harrison, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Brooklyn. James comes in for Irving. How about that mobile 1 block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
Durant down low. Guarded by Porter. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
Here's Harrison. No points in the game yet for him. Jokic finds Gordon. Denver passing it around. And it's Jokic missing.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
James outside. Here's KD. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got his 3rd assist on the night. The Nuggets trail by 18. Here's Harrison. Passes it to Jokic. And he banks in the layup. Jokic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Now here's Durant. 2 points. That one goes.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Time called here. A different look for Denver. JaVale McGee's checked in for Jokic. JaMychal Green comes in for Paul Millsap. And it's Rivers in for Porter. And a change for the Nets. Brown's checked in. Here's Harrison. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Green kicks to Harrison. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
That free throw good from Harrison. So he gets them both.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency, as you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You've got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
Now here's Durant. He's got 19.
You know, he's a good guy to have running that particular set. I mean, Durant is not a guy who makes a lot of mistakes in the pick and roll.
Pass to Gordon. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Kevin Durant.
And you know, Gordon's so crafty and full of tricks that he keeps the defense guessing.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
I've been impressed with how well they penetrated tonight, too.
Free throw good, Gordon. The Nets making a switch here. Griffin's checked in. That misses, so he splits the free throws. And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Pass to James. And they double up James. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Well, I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
Rivers against Brown. And that one drops for him. Rivers has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
Well, the size mismatch is no problem for this fella, guys. I mean, how much do you like seeing that aggressiveness from him?
Durant, and then Durant with the dunk.
Nice handles, tight handles, fluid handles, right into his shooting motion. Durant able to do everything on the offensive end.
Now here's Rivers. 8 points for him. Well-placed alley-oop pass into the layup.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch.
And he chose the conservative finish with the nice, easy layup, which was a good decision.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
And then Rivers with the dunk.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Bounce pass from Durant. Claxton the pass to Griffin. Banked in off the glass. Griffin's got 4 points in the quarter.
It was all about his athleticism when Griffin first came into the league, but it didn't take long to see he was about a lot more than that. He's got serious skills down low.
And it's Gordon missing. Brooklyn leading by 17. Griffin dishes to Durant. Back to Griffin. Five to shoot. No good on the shot. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Here's Gordon. That shot missing. Good work defensively by KD. Brooklyn's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. And it's James missing. Nuggets have gone 8 of 12 from the field since the beginning of the third. And it's blocked. Here's Gordon. Here's McGee. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, you look at McGee and the career resurgence he's undergone, guys, outstanding. I mean, when he's been in the right situation, he's been very effective.
First trip to the line for him here.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
You know, his performance at the foul line this season might be the first thing he points to as a priority to improve.
That's good from McGee. Jokic, he's checked in for Jermichael Green. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Kyrie Irving's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Both free throws good from McGee. Nets leading by 15. Here's Irving. The shot's good. Irving's got 6 here in this quarter.
I think he's the most creative finisher in the league. Irving's so good at finding holes in the defense.
Harrison passes to Jokic. Here's Harrison. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Jokic, no good.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass. Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
Brooklyn's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Here's Irving. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. Griffin's got 3 assists in the game.
Impeccable mechanics this quarter. He's been perfect from the field.
Here's Harrison. McGee the pass to Harrison, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
Now here's Durant. 23 points in the game.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Brooklyn. And McGee kicks to Gordon. And good that time. Gordon's got 8 here in the quarter.
And Gordon, with that strength and athleticism, made a tough shot look easy despite the contact.
And the pass to Jordan. That one goes. Count it. And the Nets lead by 15.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Boy, he's doing everything he can at this point. The rest of his teammates need to step up and give him some help.
Now here's James. Picked his pocket. 1:21 left to play in the third.
And checking out some numbers for Irving. Since the All-Star break, he has been superb. 2nd in free throw percentage, 4th in steals, and ranked among the top 10 in scoring. He can fill it up with the best of them.
And you never see him get nervous when he steps to the line. That's why he's 2nd in the league in free throw percentage. And the first one drops. The Nuggets making a switch here. Millsap's checked in. Joe Harris is checked in for Brooklyn. He hits both from the stripe. Now James. And they double up James. Pass to Harris. They get it back. 59 seconds left to play here in the third. Just 5 on the clock. Lobs it up for Jordan. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Yeah, he's owning them on the offensive end, but, you know, he can't do it by himself.
This is his third trip to the free throw line. That free throw good from Gordon. And so James will bring it up for the Nets. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And that was not a soft foul he had to get through. I mean, he had to really power that one up and in.
Brooklyn shooting their 7th free throw attempt here.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
And, guys, I'd have to credit the work they put in at the free throw line to practice this season. I mean, because they have noticeably improved since a year ago.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Porter's checked in. Free throw good. James. The Nuggets trail by 11. We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Gordon. And it's Gordon with the finish.
Yeah, we saw this on display in the slam dunk contest. Gordon has some major bunnies, a creative slam dunk artist.
And hustle like that is why he leads his team in rebounds tonight.
I tell you what, guys, nobody's been more physical in this game than he has. He has been a glass eater.
Feeds to Griffin. And Griffin slams it in.
You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage.
Fellas, that's exactly why they look to get him the ball around the rim. I mean, it's either a dunk or free throws every time.
What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for the Brooklyn Nets. They've leaned on him for offense, and he hasn't let them down. He's now up to 23 points today. We've got more in store for you right after this. Moments ago from the huddle, let's listen in on Coach Mike Malone.
Stay positive. Don't get down. We got a lot of time left. We're going to win the game. We are going to win the game.
Coach Mike Malone moments ago trying to get each guy to believe in himself, believe that this still can happen.
And the players have to trust each other. It's going to take all 5 guys working together to recapture that momentum.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. Setting the floor for the Nets. Jordan is out there with Green. Then there's Harris. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's James in at the point.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And Denver has possession. It's a 14-point game. Outside Gordon. Pass to Jokic. On the wing, Porter. James covering. Gordon, 11 feet out, and he hits it. Gordon's got 15 points here in the second half.
Tell you what, guys, this has clearly been his half. And he's getting to a spot, shooting the ball with confidence. Excellent turnaround for him.
And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Boy, Jordan is an alley-oop specialist, a big target with strength and bounce.
Kicks it to Gordon. Pass to Jokic. Rebound by Jeff Green. Green's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And here's Harris from the arc. Connects from three-point range.
You know, knocking down the 3 guys, that's one of the premier three-point gunners in the NBA, Joe Harris.
The pass to Gordon. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Gordon's got 4 points this quarter.
If you allow him to get that close, you deserve to get scored on.
James outside. Back to Irving. Inside. Here's Green. And Green slams it in.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
And Millsap slams it in.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it.
That might indeed ignite a spark in this team.
Outside Irving. There's the 3. Good, and the assist goes to James. Irving's got 26 points.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Passes to Jokic. Over Jordan, and there's another one for the Nuggets.
They found the touch from the field here in the second half. It was a struggle in that first.
James, the pass to Jordan. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
Tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding him. Let him eat.
Durant's checked in for the Nets.
1 shot.
Free throw good from Kyrie Irving. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
Now, he is on a major role today. This timeout was desperately needed. They've got to come up with a new game plan designed to shut him down.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Outside Gordon. Pass to Jokic. Back to Gordon. To the paint. The jump hook, and Jokic with the basket on the assist by Gordon. Jokic has got 10 points in just the second half. Jeff Green on the wing. Back to Irving. And the layup is good. Irving's got 8 here in the quarter.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Harris against Gordon. And they double up Gordon to the middle. Fires from deep. Drills it from outside.
They didn't get a chance to knock one down in the first, but the defense left him a look, and he nailed it. He'll make them pay when he's open.
On the wing, Harris. Inside, here's Jordan, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Jokic.
You know, overall now, in terms of defensive strategy, sending Jordan to the line is not as effective as it used to be. He's improved as a free throw shooter.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Jordan.
You know, at this stage of his career, Jordan not only knows his role, but thoroughly and fully embraces it. He's out there to provide energy and hustle on defense and on the glass.
He's off on the second. Clark, we know guys like LeBron and Michael Jordan will look for any perceived slight as a form of motivation. Was that something that you ever did as a player?
You know, Kevin, I really didn't go down that road. Now, had I played longer at the NBA level, I had a very short NBA career, maybe I would have approached it that way. If there was a slight or if there was a player that gave you trouble and you needed to get back at him in some way, sure, you'd be motivated by that, but I don't know if I was hunting for bulletin board material. I sought to be intrinsically or self-motivated from the inside as opposed to looking for outside influences to move me forward.
2 on the clock. It's stolen by Green. And here's the break. Durant with it, now guarded by Porter.
Yeah, you know, they get it to Durant because they trust him. They've got great confidence in him finishing in the open court.
Campazzo, guarded by Jordan. Outside, Porter. Pass to Jokic. Yep, that one goes in there. Jokic has got 12 points here in the second half.
This is a big guy, a mountain of a man. I mean, Jokic is a sturdy, thick 250 pounds. He's going to take a bigger bump to disrupt his shot than that one.
And it's Durant missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Jokic, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Jokic has got 8 points here in this quarter.
Well, you got to do more than that to stop Jokic. I mean, this guy is a master at converting through tough defense.
Harris with it. He's picked up by Millsap. Harris against Millsap. 6 to shoot. Tipped away. From 11 feet away, he hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Nets leading by 13. Irving finds KD. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Well, you're scratching your head with how do you defend a guy like Durant. I mean, his length, his speed, ball handling, all allow him to draw fouls easily.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls.
Hard to imagine Durant not going down as one of the great scorers this league has ever seen. As a matter of fact, that's a given, folks. Dynamic, explosive, and he's consistent year in and year out.
Shaquille Harrison, he's checked in for Denver. And so Durant nails them both. The Nuggets trail by 15. Here's Harrison, and the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. And let's see what Denver has coming up. On Tuesday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Charlotte Hornets. Then on Thursday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
In that game against Portland, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best. It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Here's Harrison. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Irving. Here's Jokic, and it's blocked by Jordan.
Hey, get that weak stuff out of here. Take it home. Jordan is fantastic at rejecting those kinds of shots.
Free throw, good. Jokic. It's the Nets now. On the wing, Green. And they double up Jordan. The three from KD. Denver grabs the miss. Porter looking it over. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Jokic. A rebound by the Nets. Green's got his 5th rebound in this one. The feed to Irving. Good, and Harris gets the assist. Irving's got 18 points just in the second half.
He's flipped the script here in this half, shooting a much higher percentage from the field.
Harrison passes to Jokic. He kicks it to Gordon. Here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
Well, when you've got Porter's length, this is what you can do. It makes it easy to get to the rim for the throwdown.
The pass to KD. Over Porter. Now Jordan. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Jokic.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. And so Jordan nails both of them. The Nuggets trail by 17. Here's Harrison. To the right side. Millsap down low. He's against Green. Great tee that time from Green. Lets a floater go. And there's Jordan. That's good on the assist by Irving. Jordan's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
You know, they've been the more up-tempo team, clearly. It's helped them gain the advantage in this one.
Here's Harrison. Nice D from Durant. Nets leading by 19. And Durant gets double teamed. Here's Green. Hits the jumper in space. That's now 8 points for Jeff Green.
You know, big guys like Jordan who can facilitate are really valuable. Spots the open man and gets it right to him.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. Well, you hear about the extinction of great NBA big men. Do you see it that way? And if so, Greg, is the game that has changed, or perhaps a dip in the talent at that position that has changed?
You know, you think back to the likes of Russell, Wilt, Kareem, and Hakeem, and Robinson, and Shaq. Some would say, well, we just got lucky. But in a lot of ways, we still have the dominance of the big man. They just play more outside of the paint, right? You know, Giannis.
Yep.
You look at what he can do. Anthony Davis and the way he plays the game. I mean, LeBron, in essence, is a big man. I mean, you still can dominate the game as a big. It's just that you now can actually, in some respects, have more impact because you're involved in more facets of the game.
Here's Harrison, passes it to Jokic. To the paint. Here's Porter, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Oh, costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
And here is Irving. Pass to Durant. And KD throws it down.
Man, he gets it done in bunches, does Durant. He's a superb scorer. You've just got to marvel at his greatness.
Millsap kicks to Gordon. Pass to Porter. And it's been said that history is written by the victor. Certainly holds true in sports, don't you think, Greg? And with that in mind, do you think titles are overvalued when evaluating the great players, individual players in history?
You know, Kevin, I think so. Having said that, I think championships do matter, obviously, and in the NBA, in basketball in general, one guy can have more impact, right? Because you only play 5 and you play both ways. So it does have something to say, but I don't think that completes the narrative. You know, there's some tremendously talented guys, Karl Malone, Elgin Baylor, Patrick Ewing, Allen Iverson, a lot of greats who never won it. It's easy to count those rings, but measuring greatness has to take in the whole picture.
Hall of Famers, all of them. Irving double teamed. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. It's the Nets now. Porter with it. Now Green defending.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Nets.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
I think it paid off, that's for sure.
And this will now push it to a total of 44 games in the win column on the season.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
That's a nice feeling to get the sweep. Even though it is a small number, still nice to get that sweep.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Kyrie Irving.
And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
And the basket by Gordon.
It's never easy in the NBA, folks. I mean, great job by Gordon to just dismiss the contact and still score.
And there's the pass to KD. Durant drawing the double team. Jordan comes up empty down low. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Trailing by 19. And the shot is good.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Now they're playing with urgency. They could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
Irving with it. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Hey, thank you, Kevin. Kyrie, very few can match your offensive creativity. So how do you integrate that into the team system?
It starts in our practice. It starts with our practice habits, getting our swing actions, practicing with a purpose. You know, whether it's shoot-arounds or walkthroughs, we're starting to show progress right there and just getting back to what we know, and that's executing on both ends of the floor and trusting one another.
Well, the ball was certainly moving tonight, man. Congrats on the win. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.